All right. Okay, now you know. So let's start with the box real quick. I want to just do a quick set of release for the chest. We're going to take that double ball. You're going to turn your block on its side. So if all your balls fall out, that's all right, or just shove them back in. You're going to rest in that little crook, that little spot that has the 2-ball space. And then we'll put the right chest on that front ball, and the one that's closer to you is going to kind of go in the armpit. So when you come down, right, I'm kind of straddling the ball with my armpit here, that kind of front webbing, so that when I kind of put my chest towards the floor, the ball closer to the top is in the front of my chest, pushing in towards my shoulder, and the other ball on the back, kind of closer to my body, is kind of going up into my armpit. Now you can just stay right here, if this is already enough, and just make sure that your breast tissue is over to the side and not getting compressed. And if you want to try for a little bit of movement here, you're just going to think about winging this right arm out to the side slightly and right back down. So just this little butterfly flap with the wing. Elbow can stay bent. And let's just get maybe 3 more like this. Here's 3, 2, 1, and just hold there. Relax the arm. Take 2 big breaths. One more inhale and exhale. Now we're just going to do the back side of that shoulder. So you had the front kind of webbing here. Now we're going to get this kind of back webbing. So if you can kind of grab onto the side of your shoulder blade there, that's what's going to go in between the balls now. So you can just set that up next to you a little bit better. This is the tricky part, right? Kind of trying to rest yourself in there so that you feel like I'm a little lower. I'm towards the bottom of my shoulder blade, so probably right around the top of where your bra line is. So it feels like the ball in front is again in your armpit, kind of pressing into the ribs and a little bit of the front side of the shoulder blade. And the other ball is behind you and kind of making some compression on the back side of the shoulder blade there. And then you can just rest your head on your hand. And if it feels good to do a little movement, this is going to be that kind of rocking forward and back. Now this can be pretty intense with the balls, so if the balls are too much, you can just flip the block onto its side, use no balls, and just use that more flat surface for compression. And I'll just give it maybe 1 or 2 more little rocks here. Take another big breath in and out. Come on up, and let's go ahead and do it on the other side. So starting with the chest, and again, I have my block kind of at an angle so that when I come down, it's not going straight forward, it's kind of angled in towards the center. And that front ball is going to go up against the front side of the shoulder and chest, and then that webbing of the armpit is kind of resting in between the 2 balls. And that back ball is kind of pressing up into the armpit. And again, you can use as much of your body weight to press down into the ball as feels good. Now maybe just take a couple of breaths here. And if movement feels good, you can start to do that little butterfly wing of that left arm or that other arm, whichever one you're doing. See if you can get maybe 5 or 6 of these in here. And we're not looking for real pain, so if it feels like it's way too intense when you lift the arm, then just leave it down. I want you to be able to really take nice, full, deep breaths through all of this. Good. Just rest the arm, take a couple more breaths here. Okay, and then we'll come up, slide that block. So now it's going to be perpendicular to your body. You've got those blocks going, or those two balls going across the body. So one ball is going to come on the inside of that shoulder blade. The other ball is going to go behind your shoulder blade. And so that means that that more lateral border of the scapula is going to be what's in between the two balls, right? So that outer edge, that outer blade of the shoulder blade is going to be resting. And one side might feel like a lot more intensity than the other. Again, if this is too much, you can just turn the block on its side, use the ball, and just use that flat surface. And if this feels manageable, maybe you want to add a little bit of movement here, just rotating forward and back. Take one more little rock and just pause, take a deep breath in and out. Okay, go ahead and press yourself all the way up. And we'll just set the balls off to the side. And then just sitting cross-legged or whatever's comfortable here, we're just gonna bring those arms up like they're on a tabletop. And then from here, we're just gonna turn the chest to the right, all the way back through center and turn it to the left. So I want the arms to kind of frame your ribs. They're not really gonna change. At first, it's just the ribs that are moving from side to side. I'm not gonna go too fast. I wanna use control, but you can start to pick up the pace a little bit if you feel like you can really draw the core in and support your spine. And now once you've got those ribs moving and you feel like you're getting that maximum amount of rotation, maybe you can add the arms. So now the arms can also kind of come around a little bit. Good. Let's just get maybe 6, 5, 4, you don't have to move your head. 3, if it's making you dizzy. 2, 1, and 1. Good job. Take that right hand out. Left arm comes up and over the ears, side bend. Big inhale. Sweep it up and over to the other side. Left side down, right arm up and over, big inhale. Good. Go ahead and grab for your ball. All right, roll all the way onto the back. And we're gonna take the ball that's gonna go right underneath your tailbone. So you're not gonna be elevated, but you should feel like it's a challenge for you to get your tailbone down because it's gonna feel like it's tilted slightly up. And the low back is gonna be nice and heavy on the floor. So just kind of smash that ball in there. And again, I don't want to be too far under your butt that you're balancing on the ball, right? It's just there to kind of keep your tailbone slightly tilted towards the ceiling. All right, from here, we're just gonna take those legs down towards the floor to tap, pull them back up. Take them down and up. Knees are hugged together. You're moving from the core here, so I want the thighs to drop away from your belly as the hips open and close. Good, try to keep that low back heavy on the floor. Let's go for 7, 6, try to relax your neck and shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them up, send them out across the room. Pull it in, down and tap the floor. Pull it in, out across the room, down and tap the floor. There's 8, 7, keep those front ribs nice and drawn in. 6, maybe the knees stop right over the hips and don't come any closer towards the chest. 4, 3, keep that waistband heavy on the ground. 2, 1, and 1. Bring it up. Hands come behind the head. Head and shoulders are going to peel up here. Now we're just going to open those knees and close. Open the elbows and close. Knees and elbows opening together. Press the low back flat. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Try to get those shoulder blades off the ground. Last one, hold the knees open. We're gonna take those legs out to that 45, heels together, toes turned out, and then bring those knees all the way in and try to tap your elbows. Send it all the way out, squeeze, bring them all the way in. Now see if you can bring your elbows to your knees rather than your knees to your elbows. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, head is relaxing in your hands, 5, try not to crank your neck up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send those legs out on the diagonal, right leg goes up, left leg goes up. Switching in the air, we're gonna add that rotation towards the leg at the top. Here we go for 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, try to stay off those shoulder blades, 3, 2, 1. Hold it over here on the left side. So your left leg is up, right leg is out, right arm reaches across. Little push up and reach. As you do that reach, flex the feet, squeeze them across the midline. They're just squeezing over to the opposite side. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, switch. Other side, squeeze it across the midline as you pulse those shoulders up. Here we go for 9, 8. You can always soften your knees. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, head and shoulders stay up, both legs up to the ceiling. Open the legs, reach the hands through, little lift. Flex your feet. Here's 10, 9. You can pulse the hips up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders come down. Bring the legs together. Go ahead and put the feet down, remove the ball, and then place the ball in between your thighs. Feet are gonna feel like they're not too far away. I want you to like maybe raise the back of the heel with your middle finger. Arms are down by your side. Slow tuck of your tail. Peel your hips up first, then your low back, then your mid back, then all the way onto the shoulders. Make sure these ribs are zipped together. And then nice and slow, we're gonna go all the way back down. All the way up. And down. Good. So try to get that scoop as you lift. We're gonna just pick up the pace a little bit. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Try to keep those big toes heavy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Here's the thighs. Squeeze the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on the toes, lower the heels. Up on the toes, lower the heels. Keep the squeeze. Here's 8, 7. Try to articulate through the feet. 6, 5, and the ankles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the heels up. Tap the hips. Squeeze them up. Tap and squeeze. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Here's that squeeze of the ball. Keep those heels lifted. Here's 10, 9, just squeezing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels. Wiggle the feet a little closer together. Reach for that ball. Keep your hips lifted. Pick the right leg up. Place the ball behind the right calf and hamstring. Keep the hips lifted. Flex the foot. Tap the foot to the floor. Pick it up. Tap the right foot down and up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to tap your hips to the floor, pick them up, tap the foot to the floor, pick it up. Hips tap, lift, foot taps, lift. Down, up, down, up. Here's 7, 6, 5. So we're doing 2 things, right? 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good job. Take that right foot or the ball out of the right foot, set it down, bring the left leg up, switch it. Just the left leg. Down, up, down, up. Here's 8. Get those ribs in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Add the hips. They go down, up, foot goes down, foot comes up. Hips, foot. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good job. Take that ball out. Bring those legs back hip width apart. Nice and slow. Roll it all the way down. Good job. Straighten those legs out. Arms reach overhead at the ball. Point the toes. Get a nice big stretch. And then slowly we're going to bring those arms up. Head and shoulders come up. Roll yourself up to the top. Your feet can stay about hips and distance apart. And we're going to reach forward with a flat back the best you can. Try to stretch the back side of the body. Then sit up tall and roll it back. There's 5. Up, hinge from the hips. Reach it forward. That's 4. 3. 2. Just stay with this stretch, hold and reach there. We're just gonna pass this ball around. So flex back on your toes, hinge forward from your hips. Can you pass that ball all the way back behind you? And then reach it back forward. Stay hinged forward. Just go in for 4, this direction. 3, good. Stay reaching. 2, 1, we're gonna reverse. Take that ball back, round and forward. 5. Just taking it the other way this time. 4. Good, try to keep your shoulders up. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring that ball into your low back. Tuck your tail and roll back into the ball. You can bend your knees, bring your feet onto the floor, and then squeeze the thighs together. Grab for your hand weights. So get your hand weights in your hands. Bring those arms forward. Palms are going to face the ceiling. We're pressing back into the ball, lifting the chest. Hold those palms up. Here we go for 8, 7, good. 6, flatten out that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Here's those arms. Take them wide together. Wide together. Here's 8, 7, 6, we're just gonna hold the core here, 5. So try to drop your ribs towards your hips, 3, keep them drawing together and back, 2, 1. Now you're gonna take your arms out wide, palms face up, then like a half circle, bring them forward, palms face down. Palms face up, take it wide, half circle forward, palms face down. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms forward, palms face the floor, bring them back, punch them forward. Elbows back and forward. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those elbows back. Drop them into your ribs. Push them to the side of the room. Keep that 90-degree bend in your elbows. Here we go for 8, 7, 6. Keep your belly pulling back. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and set those weights off at the front of your mat. Get rid of your ball. Come on your hands and knees. We'll get a couple of cat and cow stretches here. So we're gonna round your spine, look down at your belly button, press into the hands, and then draw the chest through the arms, lower the back, try to get a little bit of a back bend here. Rounding, really try to raise the shoulders, the spine above the shoulder blades, and then draw the chest through the arms. Try to drag those hands back. Give me 2 more like this. Round, lengthen. 1 more. Round and lengthen. Good. Now pull the ribs in, find your neutral spine, and we're just doing those push-ups with the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades draw together and they push apart. You're gonna retract the shoulder blades, protract the shoulder blades. They glide in towards the spine, they move away from the spine. Give me just 6, 5, really think of pushing through that armpit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your belly away from the floor. Just hover those shins off the ground. Now from here, we're gonna step the right foot back, left foot back, right foot forward, left foot forward. Stay on the right side. Here we go for 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now left foot. Left foot back, right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward again, hovering those knees. Tap the floor, pick them up. Tap, and you don't have to actually tap, but just get that pulse. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the legs back to plank. Take your hips back towards your heels. Forward to plank. Shift your weight back and forward. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it back, hips over the heels. Here's your little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten into the legs, pedal the feet. Bend one knee, let the opposite heel drop. So bend your right knee, let that left heel drop. And then switch it. Drop your right heel and bend your left knee. And just sink into it. Don't feel like you got to pulse or go back and forth too fast. I want you just to let that tissue stretch. Take a moment. One more time, switching. Right knee bends, left heel drops. Left knee bends, right heel drops. All right, right leg's gonna inhale up and back. Open up the hips to the side of the room, bend the knee, just get that stretch. Then square off your hips, bring that right knee to tap that right elbow. Give it a hold for 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot between the hands. Wiggle it to the side, lower the left knee, and just let the hips drop. Take 2 breaths here. Right hand onto that right knee. Turn yourself towards the right thigh. Take another couple of breaths. Right hand back on the floor. Let's frame the foot with both hands and just extend that right leg back to straight. You can turn the toes up to the ceiling. Keep lengthening towards the front of the mat. And then we got that left hand under your shoulder here, and we're gonna keep the right hip turned to the floor as you turn your chest to the right. So try not to let the right hip hike up. Keep it tilted down. That right arm can go up to the ceiling if that feels good. Good. Both hands come back down on either side of that right foot. Look forward, place the right foot on the floor, pick up the back knee, and then reach down for your hand weights. Good. Now from here, we're just gonna hover that belly off of your thighs. Take those palms to face each other. Take your arms wide like a wingspan, and then right back down. So we're at this nice long angle, left heel's reaching back, left leg is straight, right knee right over that second toe. Belly pulls in, here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come all the way upright. So try to get that tailbone nice and heavy. Try to lengthen back to that left heel. Let's see if we can get the right knee to come forward a little bit over the heel, not past the toes. Square the hips up here. And we're just gonna make some circles with the arms. So thumbs are gonna point up as you come forward, then they're gonna turn in as you drop out wide to the side, and then at the bottom of that movement, they'll turn back forward. So we're getting this nice big circle in the arms, palms face forward as they come up, and then they turn inward as they come down. Here we go for 8. Try to pull your front ribs back. Here's 7. If it's too heavy, drop the weights. 6, 5. Maybe those arms can even come just a little bit behind you. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna take those palms to face backwards, and now you're gonna tap that left knee as the palms face the floor and come forward, and up. Forward, and up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, hold those arms down by your hips. Shift your weight forward as those arms come forward, but by the ears. And then sit back, bring those hands down by your hips. You're gonna reach forward, lengthen the back leg, hinge from the pelvis, then come back upright. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down with those weights, hands on either side of that right foot, step it back to plank. Pause here in your plank. Take a deep breath. Feel that strength. Lower the knees, heels in. Make sure those hands are right under your shoulders here. So you might even feel like your shoulders are gonna go forward of the fingers. Elbows are gonna bend. We're gonna chaturanga halfway down, push right back up. There's 8. Halfway down, and up, 7. 6, I'm trying to keep my shoulders above my elbows. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to your belly, tops of the feet on the floor. Hands are gonna come out wide like little cupcake hands, but you got your arms at a little bit of a T. Now you're gonna curl your chest forward towards the front of the room. Get your tailbone heavy, try to draw your belly away from the floor. See if you can get your heart to curl up and get out of your low back. Now from here, we're just gonna pick up the legs. And if that feels good, then you can start to pick up the arms and turn the palms up. Just holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands back under your elbows, tops of the feet on the floor. Squeeze the elbows in, and just these little mini push-ups where you're just gonna hover your ribs, tap them back down. Hover the ribs and down. Squeeze your elbows in. Push from those triceps. Here we go for 6, 5. Let the back muscles assist here. 4, 3. This is not a belly button push-up. 2, it's coming from the arms. Last one. Good job. Press it back to your child's pose. Take a deep breath. Down dog. Pedal the feet for a moment here. All right, left leg, inhale, up and back, open up the hip, bend the knee, let the heel come to your bottom. Feel that stretch. Good, square it all off and bring that left knee to the left elbow. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Step it between the hands. Lower that right knee. Just let your left foot come out wide and your hands on the inside of the foot. Let the hips just drop for a moment. Good. Left hand on the hip, left hand on the knee, turn towards your left side. Good. Frame that foot with both hands. Wiggle it back to center. Shift your hips back. Turn the toes up to the ceiling. Keep lengthening the top of the head towards your toes. Good. Now keep that left hip down. Start to turn your whole upper body towards that left leg. You got this right arm like a little kickstand. Just watch that this left hip doesn't want to tilt out to the side, right? I'm gonna try to keep it turned down, toes pointing up. And if it feels good, that left arm can sneak up. Keep turning the chest forward, lengthen, lengthen through the spine. Take one more big breath here. Great job. Go and bring that hand down. Place the foot down, tuck the back toes, reach forward for those hand weights as you pick up the back knee. And then here we come to that hovering position again. So I got that real straight line from the top of my head to my heel. I'm not rounding forward in my back, right? I want to keep it real long. And then here we go. Palms are going to face each other. We're going to take those arms wide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come all the way upright. Find that heavy pelvis here where you feel like the tail tilts down, belly button pulls back through your spine. You're upright. Maybe that right leg is trying to sneak back towards straight and get that left knee right over the heel. Okay, so we're going to go for those circles again, but this time we're going to go reverse. So your palms are going to face away from you as the thumbs point up. Take the arms wide. Then as they come forward, the thumbs can point up, drop down. They turn out to the side of the room, up wide, forward, down. Here we go for 8. Try to watch those front ribs. Don't go popping out. Keep them in. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, now turn your palms to face away from you, and as we go down, tap the knee, arms come up. Down, up. So palms are gonna face up this time. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep wrapping your left hip back. 3, 2, 1, hold this lunge, elbows bend in. Now as you hinge forward, reach those hands across the room, palms face up. Pull yourself back, elbows in, good. Reach and hinge, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Place those hand weights down. Hands on either side of that left foot. Step it back to the plank. Pause here. Looking forward. Lower the knees. Take your hands wide for a push-up this time. You can always stay on your toes for these if you want. Heels in. Full push-up all the way down and up. Elbows go wide. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to keep those ears up. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the belly. Tops of the feet come down. Elbows are going to come up. Hands are going to hover. Try to keep your hands at the same height as your elbows. And then I want you to try to curl your chest up and push those elbows down and pull those hands back. Lower, it's not going to be big. Elbows down, wrists and forearms back. Curl the heart up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want your hand weights, grab them. You're going to take them back behind you for some triceps. Shoulders are going to lift up above the spine as best you can. Try to get them up high. Pinkies to the ceiling. Little lift of those arms. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms up. Little micro bend in the elbow. Reach those hands back. Little bend. Reach. Every time you reach, curl the heart up like you're getting pulled back by your hands. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put those hand weights back down. Press back through child's pose. Take a breath here. Good. Tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Right leg lifts up and back. Open up your hip. Good. Square it up. Right knee, left elbow. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Send that right foot out to the left. Place that right palm underneath you. Turn yourself to the left side of your mat. Lift your hips up. Good. Now, we're going to stay here. You can keep this foot on the floor and just do these little lifts. Or if you can, we're going to try to bend the knee, pick up that left foot, tap your hand to your foot, and then send it back out. So again, you can just be lifting, or you can try to bend and tap, send out. Bend and tap, send out. You got it. Let's just go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Turn it back to the floor. Bring that right knee into your chest. Step in between the hands. Left heel's gonna come down. Leave your hand weights. We're done with those. You're gonna come up warrior 2. So this is the one where we've got the knee going right over the second toe. Hips are trying to kind of turn to the left side of your mat. I got a nice straight left leg, and my heel is a little bit behind my toes. So I'm kind of turning my leg bone inward. Okay, hips are gonna be level from left to right. Arms are gonna come up. Now just holding your arms here, I want you to take a little fist like you're gonna grab two doorknobs, and we're just gonna open and close these doorknobs. Again, you don't need any weights here. If you want them, go ahead, but I think you're fine without them. Now, once you get that turning action, we're gonna pulse into that right leg. So you're gonna pulse, 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 good. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms out. Little teeter-totter over to the right. Right forearm to the inside of the knee. And then right back up. We're gonna tap and up. Yeah, you got that little teapot action going. Here we go for 8. Keep that right knee hugging towards your pinky toe side of the foot. Here's 6, 5, bend deeply into the right knee. 4, 3, 2, hold this one here. Press that arm into the knee. Reach that left arm over your ear. Bend the right knee a little deeper. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Take that left arm forward. Just hold in here. Bend that right knee. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Windmill those hands down on either side of that right foot. Step it back, plank. Look forward. Taking one more big breath here in your plank. Heels into your butt, knees to the floor. Here we go for 5 push-ups. Do chaturanga style, so squeeze those elbows in. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Take those arms back behind you, pinkies up. Lift the arms, lift the chest, then lift the thighs, reach back. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Now open the arms and legs, squeeze them into center. Open, squeeze. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands under the elbows. Press back. Child's pose. Take 2 breaths. One more. Good. Tuck those toes. Last side. Get those hips up. Pedal the feet. Left leg. Inhale. Up and back. Open the hips to the side of the room. Bend the knee. All right, this time we're bringing that left knee to the right elbow. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Send that foot through. Open up to that right side. Now again, you can be here lifting the hips, or if you want to try for that bent knee, you're going to bend the left foot in, tap it with your right hand, take it back out. Bend, tap, and out. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back, square it up. Here's your plank. Oh, sorry, left foot into the chest, step it between your hands. All right, I'm gonna turn myself around. So now you got your left knee bent. We're going up in a warrior 2. That left knee is gonna hug towards the pinky side of your foot. Don't let it buckle in towards your big toe. Sink your hips down. Turn those right toes a little forward. Turn this whole right thigh a little inward. Get yourself low in your stance. All right, palms go back out. Turn those doorknobs. Here we go. Try to rotate from the shoulder, okay, not just the elbow. Get that knee bent, and here we go with the pulse. Pulsing into the knee. Here's 10, 9, good. 8, push those arms back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms wide. Here's that little teapot. And down. I got a broken wing, so this one's coming with me. Here we go. Here's 8. Otherwise, try to keep those arms open. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Left arm pushes against that left knee. Rotate those ribs forward. Sneak that right arm up by your ear. Here we just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Right arm just forward. Left arm back over the ear for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Hands down on either side of that left foot. Step yourself back to your plank. Pause here in the plank. Last thing we're going to do here in this plank is just little dips of the hips to the side, up and over like a little rainbow. Going from the right to the left. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, lower the knees, all the way down to your belly. Great job. Feet down. Take that right arm out. Take it out at maybe a diagonal from your shoulder. Straighten the arm, or you can bend it and keep walking those fingertips out as you roll over onto your right side. Stretch the chest. Press into the hand and the forearm. See if you can lift that right shoulder head away from the floor. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Slow through center. Left arm out at that diagonal, left ear to the floor. Press into the palm as you start to roll onto that left side. Take that right foot wherever is comfortable. Take 2 big breaths here. Good. Coming back through center. Press back to the hands and knees. And just walk your knees under your hips and your hands way far forward as you bow down. Now before you come down, plant your hands. I want you to really feel like your palms are nice and flat here. You can see that. And then I'm going to turn my biceps forward and my elbows could like tap the floor, right? That's how bent or turned outward they are. Now, once I get in that position where the biceps are forward, those triceps are down, then I'm going to lower my head and chest towards the floor. My butt's going to stay up in the air over my knees. And I'm going to try to pull my belly in so I can really get this in the upper back and shoulders. Maybe 2 breaths. One more. Good. Slowly roll it up. Lock those hands in. And let's go ahead and have a seat. Last one, just a nice simple twist. So bend your left knee, bring your heel close to your butt, take that right leg over the top, place that right foot on the floor. Now get both cheeks back down on the ground, so get that right sit bone down. So the right knee's on top. I'm gonna hook my left elbow around it, bring my right hand behind me, roll the head of my shoulder back and get real tall. Then I'm gonna turn to the right. Make sure that right sit bone's on the ground. If you want to use this throughout the whole spine, you can turn your head and look over that right shoulder. Continuing the twist through the neck. Take one more big breath, but really get tall. Get out of that rounding in your back. Good. Through center. Unwind. Right leg's on the bottom. Now the left leg's on the top. Again, sit up real tall. Hook that right arm around the knee. Left hand comes behind you. Left shoulder's gonna roll back. Grow an inch. Turn and look back over that left shoulder if it feels good on your neck. Good. Back through center. Just take the legs out in a V. We'll do one last stretch forward. And again, be as wide or as narrow as you want. I just don't want to be pulling behind the back of the knees. And then from the hips, we're going to tilt the hips forward, tail goes back, hands come out in front, toes are going to try to point straight out. And just take a couple of deep breaths here into the inner thighs, hamstrings. and you're all done.
Good job.